Yes, ma'am, we
Am
can
I
hear you.
audible? I have, I have slight connectivity issues today, so in case there are any problems, I'll be switching off the camera. Um, Two things I think, Tanya, you wanted us to address. Number one, the anxiety and stress level with children of class 12 who are pending appearance in their board exams. I would like to just add here that we need to be now talking to children wherein we are supposed to be telling them that this is only a path to a future place and not the destination itself. So we should, as teachers and as leads in the school, I think we should now get into the role where we need to just step in and speak to our children and tell them that they will happen when they will happen. So it's okay, just maintain a healthy routine, stay healthy, stay calm. And of course, nothing is too certain. People say June, I really don't know what to predict right now. And I think we should let the children feel kind of a state of calm where they can think of people around them. They need to connect. And the best part is that we are the ones who can actually step into these roles. Parents are busy doing their own things. They are trying to engage in activities where they are trying to look after their families. They're trying to find out how the things are going to run. And I don't really think they have a frame of mind where they can step in and guide children and start talking to them. So if our teachers can be now trained, and of course each of one of us, at least the ones I know who are here, we have great counseling departments. We have teachers who know how to speak to children. So I think we should not be talking about what and how things would fare out later. I think we should be talking about the day in present. What can we do with what we have right now? And I completely agree with all my friends who said that we need to engage children in activities which are productive. Yes, we have been suggesting a little free online courses on Microsoft and Coursera for children. They've been building up their portfolios. We've been talking about to class 11 and 12, 10 and 12. 11 we just started. So we've been talking about how to build up their statements of purposes and how to build up their letters of recommendations to explore universities for the courses that they want. So each day, I think we've been engaging our children because mine is a new school and a lot of exposure is required for the teachers and children. So we've been guiding them on how to look for a course and how to look for a university. Now, this is the time when they can actually try to map it. So the teachers who are in the career counseling department and the psychology department, the English department, maths and all, they're trying to put things together to help children understand what is available in the world outside once the world opens up. And the most beautiful thing I would like to share here is that while we were also doing that for children, we found out that most of the universities have gone online and they're not waiting for the class 12 results really. So they are bringing in some summer training programs, they're bringing in some summer scholarships, and these credits would automatically be added to the time when the child is actually applying for the admissions. So far class 12, we've tried to engage that ways children. Yes, you see, it's easy for us to say that don't be anxious, but it's difficult for the child to put it off his or her mind. So somewhere we have we kind of you can build up connect with the classes. So instead of asking the child to keep revising things at home, it's better that the teacher sits in, takes up a little tout class and ends it all on the day. So it's like Monday you can take English, Tuesday could be another. You have 5 subjects primarily and 5 days in a week can help you set up little doubt classes where there is focused revision, focused to the point, something that the child would not want to spend time on a last moment declaration of the date sheet, because that is a time when children pick up topics which they think are important. So every other thing that would be otherwise left out could be now taught by the teacher in a way that the child knows, okay, I can study about for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes right now, and the rest of the day is to me. So that kind of a routine that in the present day, I think is working better. We've tried this with some of the junior classes, and it's working better for us. I don't know how it works for you all, but because at this moment, both the parents could be COVID positive and in isolation. There could be no support for the child at home. the child could be in isolation in a separate setup. So anything where the child is not required to look for resources is what we should be providing the kids with right now. So what we've done is that, because we need to pull down the pressure on the teachers also, they need to be taking care of their own families. I know at least I think about 60% of the teachers have one or the other person affected at home, and they're trying to manage a work life balance there. So not every day teaching, one odd day teaching is what we're looking at. Then of course some of the other things that we need to be careful about are is the social connect for the children, I guess. So if we could plan certain activities, and we could bring children together. You see, if I want to bring them out together for a math class, I think they'll have issues and they'll have all their excuses. Maybe yes, maybe no. But if I want to bring them together for a class discussion or a party, or something to celebrate or something to talk about, I think children would be more happy coming on and connecting with the teacher. And that's probably the only way we can find out what's happening in their lives. Cutting out completely from what's happening with them is not a good idea right now. So some connect has to be kept alive. So a little activity here and there. And some of the links, there's some lovely links on Coursera where children, and they've added up recently. Another thing that I think one of the teachers brought in my group is that children could be asked to create awareness videos and awareness PPTs, and they could be asked to upload them for helping people around them. So a lot of social connect, a lot of emotional well-being happens there. The psychology department and the career counseling department should be made active. And I think as leaders, we must understand what are they talking to children, how are they speaking to them, how are they engaging with them, are there activities which help the child discover his or her own talents. This is a time when actually they can do that. No great pressure. See, I feel content can be eventually taught. We've done the last year with 50% content. We really don't know what's going to happen this year. So I don't think content teaching is something that is to be focused on. I personally feel that we could work on their social connect, their emotional connect, their well-being, and stop not at the child. We need to connect with the parents as well, help them work out. Now, a very interesting episode happened here. We sent out a message to the parents saying that some of the teachers were unwell, and we were trying to club a few classes, but then the strengths go up in an online class and the effectiveness of the class dies out. So we told them that for certain reasons at certain times, if the class is suspended, we'll come back to you and we'll see how classes can be done. To my surprise, I got messages from parents opting to be teachers at school. That was such a great feeling. I can't explain to you. I felt that why not here, why not every time, why only this time. So a lot of holiday engagement programs that we are looking at, we are also looking at with the help of parents. So they also get to contribute, they connect with each other, they speak about the children, they speak about the school, and I think it's a win-win situation for everyone. At this moment, we are all on ourselves, and I think this is a great platform where we can all learn from each other. I'm looking forward to speaking to all of you, even beyond any meeting, where we can step in and we can push in ideas. And of course, Tanya and Pranav, you're always upcoming in bringing such discussions on platform. Thank you so much for allowing us to share. It's been lovely meeting all of you. I wish you all great health and great times with your team. Please remember that for us, the first family is the teachers and the parents, and we need to take care of them just as we want to take care of our own family. So everything and anything for the happiness right now, and I think the rest can come later. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.